good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 62 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Pollard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard, 38 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27.
14, 36 power. Undercoach. No.
running the counter with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, Lance. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This is Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Mostert. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Again, it's Mostert.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 14. And Lance now to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lance. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
picked off at the 25. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lance going to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake. Lance. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Off of play action, here's Lance. Pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack,
And a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lance looks to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, Lance. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pollard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They hand it off to Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 14. Hey, 0. Switch.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.